Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another video in which we are going to learn about modules in Python programming. So guys, as our program grows bigger, it may contain many lines of code. So instead of putting everything in a single file as we have done so far, we can use modules to separate codes in separate files as per their functionality. So basically we can separate the codes and we can create separate files based on the functionality of the file that we are going to create. So this will make our code organized and easier to maintain. Now a module is a file that contains code to perform a specific task. So like let's say if we want to add two numbers, we can have a function inside another file and we can call it as a module. So a module may contain variables, functions, classes and many other things. So as you can see over here, for example, there's a Python module that is addition. What we have done is we have defined a function over here. So we have the add, that is the function name, which takes two parameters a and b. So a plus b, which is the sum of these two variables, will be stored in the result variable, and this result variable is returned with the help of this return statement. So guys, this is one of the functions which can be present inside one module which is created as a separate file. So guys, let us check this with the help of example how we can create the module. So basically when we go over here in the Explorer, as we have seen previously, we were using python_code file in order to create all our programs. But what if we want to create another file and have a function inside that file? So we can come over here, we can create a new file, and let's say we want to name it as addition and then followed by .py, which is the extension of the Python programming language. So as you can see, we have created this addition.py, which is another Python file over here. So what we will do is, let's say we have a function over here, so define add, which takes two parameters, that is a and b, and then after colon, what we will do is we will have the result variable which will have the addition of these two numbers, that is a and b, which will be passed over here, and then we are going to return this result. So return result. So basically this function is going to take two values, that is in the form of a and b, and return the sum of these two values. Now this code is being written in another file, that is addition.py. So how do we call it from the main file, that is python_code over here? So what I will do is, first of all, we are going to save this file over here and switch back to our main file over here, that is python_code.py. and what I will do is, over here we are going to import this module. So this Python file that we have created right now, this is kind of a module. So how do we import that module? We are going to use the import keyword followed by the name of that module. So the name of the module is the file name itself. So we are going to provide addition. So as you can see, VS Code is providing us this addition value over here, which is part of the autocomplete feature of this editor. So we are going to select this. Now what we can do is we can call this add function, since we have already imported this module over here. So simply what we will have to do is we are going to use this module name, that is addition, followed by dot, and then as you can see we have this add method, and there will be many other methods that will be present which will come by default whenever we are going to create new Python files in this way. So basically we are interested in using this add method. So when we select this, and then we have to provide the two values. So what we will do is we will say 10, 20. Now guys, what is happening is this add function, it is going to take two values that we have already passed, and it is going to return the result. So we are supposed to take that result in another variable over here. So let's say we provide sum as the variable name, which is going to take the return from this add function over here, which will be the sum of these two numbers, and then we can simply print the value of the sum variable. So over here we will say sum of numbers followed by colon and then comma, we have the sum variable name. So guys, let me just save this file now and try running this code. So as you can see, sum of numbers, it is 30 right now. So basically what we have done is we have created a module which is the user defined module over here, and then we have created a new function inside that module which is going to take two values in the form of a and b, and it is going to return the sum of these two values. And then what we have done is we have imported that module, that is addition, and called the function, that is the add function, which is going to take two values as we had defined in the addition module, and the sum will be stored in this sum variable over here, and we have printed that sum variable. So this is the classic example of a user defined module over here. But similarly there are multiple modules which are built inside the Python programming language. So as you can see, there are certain important notes over here. Python has tons of standard modules. So for now we have just seen the user defined module right now. We are also going to take the example of a standard module. Now the standard modules can be imported the same way as we import our user defined modules. So let us take the example of a standard module. In this case we will take the example with the math library module. So what we will do is we will remove these lines of code over here, and then we can simply import the math library. So as you can see over here, once we put the M character, as you can see, these all are modules that are built inside the Python programming language. We are interested in this math library over here. So when we import math, and then we can use the math library over here, and then followed by dot, we can see many other functions and variables that are already present. The thing that we are interested in is the pi value. So as you can see, we can get the pi value, which is approximately equal to 3.14, and the same thing we can get from the math library and by using the pi variable over here. So what we can do is, let's say we provide the variable name as value, and math.pi is the value that we want to store in this value variable, and we can simply provide the print statement, and then we can say pi value is followed by colon, and then we can simply put the value that is the variable name. So guys, what is exactly happening over here is we are importing the math library, which is the built-in library over here, which is a built-in module inside the Python programming language, and then inside that we have certain variables and functions as well. One of the variables is pi, which is having a value, and that value we are getting by using this math.pi statement, and then we are assigning it to this user defined variable that is value, and the same thing we are printing over here with this particular string, that is pi value is followed by colon, and then the value variable over here. Let me just save this file and try running this code now. So as you can see, pi value is, we can see this 3.141592 and so on. It is a huge number after the decimal point. So guys, this is another way in order to use the standard modules that are already present in the Python programming language. Next we are going to see how do we use the Python import with renaming. So far we have imported the libraries and used the names of those libraries or modules along with the function name or the variable name. But what we can do is we can rename these libraries while importing them. So after this import math, we have to use the as keyword followed by m. So guys, this is nothing but it is a shorthand method that we can use in order to name this library right now. So instead of typing this math library over here, we can simply use the m character over here, because that is what we have defined, that is import math as m. So we can use m everywhere wherever we are going to use the math. So let me just save this file now and try running this code. We will see the same output, that is pi value is 3.1415 and so on. So guys, the idea over here is you need not have to type the entire name of the module in this case whenever you are going to refer to a particular method or a function or a variable inside the module, but you can use that simple one character or the two characters that you have used while importing the module. Now guys, there is another way, Python from and then import statement. So over here what we can do is, let's say if we only want to use the pi variable in this case, so exactly what we are doing is we are importing all the methods, that is the functions as well as the variables. But let's say if we only want the pi variable, so what we can simply do is we can use the from, and then we can use the module name, that is math, and then we can simply import the variable. So import and pi over here. So as you can see, we can use this statement as well, that is from followed by the module name and then import, and then what exactly we want to import we can just mention that, and then after this we can simply use the pi variable name in order to assign it to another variable name, or over here we can simply put pi as well. So we can simply put pi in the print statement also. So let me just save this file and try running this code. As you can see, we are getting the same output, that is pi value is so and so. So basically in order to get the specific variable or the method, we can use this statement, that is by using the from followed by the module name, and then we have the import keyword and then the name of that specific variable or the method. Now guys, one last thing, as far as Python modules are concerned, there is a built-in function, that is dir, which is directory. It is a built-in function in Python in order to get all the variables and the function names inside the module module. So let's say I provide import math over here. So we have import math, and then what we can do is we can simply get the directory. In this case, we simply have to provide the dir function and then followed by open and close parenthesis, and let's say we provide the math library over here inside the dir function. So let me just save this file and try running this code now. So guys, nothing is happening over here. That's because we have not provided the print statement. So probably we'll provide the print statement and enclose the statement inside the print function. Let me just save this file and try running this code now. As you can see, we are getting the list of all the methods and the variables that are present inside the math library. So guys, this is a very huge list over here. As you can see, we have A10, then A10-2, A10H, and then so on. We are getting all the method names. We are also getting the variables. As you can see, we are having pi over here and so on. Guys, similarly, what we can do is, let's say I import this addition module, which is a user defined module that we have already seen. So I import this addition module, and instead of this math, I provide this addition module name. So let me just save this file. So one of the methods that is present is add over here. So this should be listed now. So I'll just run this code now over here. So as you can see, add method is getting displayed. Apart from that, there are many other built-in variable names that are present, which gets generated whenever we create new modules over here. So guys, this dir function can be very useful in order to check which are the different variables and functions are present inside that module that we have already defined, or if it is a built-in module that is provided by the Python programming language. So guys, so far you have learned a lot about the user-defined modules and the built-in modules and how you can use them. Please make sure that you practice on your own so that on different inputs you get different outputs. Please make sure that you like this video so that it reaches to more people, and subscribe to this channel so that you get the notifications on upcoming videos as well. The next video that we are going to talk about is package in Python programming. So stay tuned.